Party time.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alpha Wit Thursdays. I am one host, AlphaStarDX, and over there is... What was that?
Is this our new theme song?
It can be.
We can start out the show with this song and me screaming yeah every time.
Alright, then I think that's what we should do.
Well, that just put me in a great mood.
Glad to hear it.
Which is funny, because the thing we're doing today is one of my least favorite things.
And yet, ironically enough, you're hosting part of it. Alright, so... Those of you that are watching right now, remember Wit, you know what, I'm just going to put it in the chat because the spelling is weird. Those of you watching, the second half of tonight's show is going to be on the channel name, which you now see in the chat. But this first half...
Wait, I thought we figured it out that it would still be on your channel.
I'll be hosting it. You'd be streaming it. But I can... If you wanted to stay on my show, I can probably rig up some way to screen share my... or to capture my Skype.
Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's fine. There are ways to do it. We're gonna be good one way or another.
One way.
Okay. So, here's the deal. Tuesday, you saw me doing a lot of different Math Blaster games, and that was for preparation for what we're doing now. First up, the one I intentionally skipped because I wanted to give this to Wit.
Yeah!
Math Blaster Episode 1, In Search of Spot.
The one that everybody played.
Yep. We gotta do this, Alpha Wit.
By the way, may I see your screen?
Yes, you may. I don't know what happened there. Why that didn't show up. There we go. You should have. Good. Okay, cool. We're good. Yeah, we gotta do
man.
Alpha Wit.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, we're going all the way with this. Review. Level 6.
No! Oh, what are you doing?
I'm committing suicide. Long mission.
No!
Do you trust me?
I wanted to be able to do something.
You'll be able to. Unless you want me to level it down a little bit. What do you know what? Here, let's restart this. What do you want to do? Here's your subject matter.
I can do all of those things, I think, but maybe level, like, 4.
Drop it to 4?
3.
4 or 3?
4.
Okay. Okay, I need a spot and a GC. Spot? Prepare for hyperspeed. I wonder what could be wrong.
Well, did you check the fuel gauge? Because you probably ran out of fuel again. And if I
got it. It must be the polytronic combustion regulator. Spot, prepare to beam out for repairs.
I still don't know what the fuck that is.
Nah, I'm not going to make you hit by a meteor.
I'll be below deck if you need me.
Typical captain.
Yeah, wake. You make me
Wake. They make me do all the work around here. Never forgotten that line.
That ship seems to be shitting.
Talk about the opposite of green energy.
They're leaving a monster trail of trash diarrhea all over space and...
Wow! Spot.
Spot?
I remember this one time I was on the playground with some girl. We'd both played this game and we were acting this out. If only I'd had a chain to break.
Galactic Commander here. here?
Hello again, it's me. I can't seem to find Spot, and there's trash everywhere.
Oh, this sounds like the work of that yellow three-eyed trash alien. I'm sending you on a mission, Blasternaut. Good luck.
Well, I don't know. I feel like maybe we should ask Spot. He would know who caught him. Why isn't he asking Spot?
Well, I don't think he can communicate with Spot right now.
Why do you suppose that would be?
Because he's been kidnapped?
That's a fair reason. Okay.
500. 600. Oh, I thought that was a divided by for the second, and I'm like, no! It would be 0.
The universe blows up. We never save Spot. The end.
Oh, Christ. Oh, it's not as bad as it looks. 7.8. 0.18?
Okay. Let's see how my aim is. Not too shabby.
Nice.
Thank you. Okay, again.
900. Hang on. Oh. 49?
Nope.
It's -8.
Yep.
Oh, 59.
Yeah.
80.
Yep.
0.08. 0.9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I may be a little too good at that.
This is a kid's game. 34.
Oh.
Oh, fuck you.
Have fun. I was gonna
I'm
suggest.
getting out the calculator.
I was gonna suggest stepping up to level 5, but not not after that.
I'm getting out the calculator, but in my defense, I'm only going to do 72 divided by 3.
That's fair.
So the answer is 240.
Don't you mean 24?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Well, part of that has to do with the fact that there are only 2 blanks rather than 3.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh. Nice, pretty round number.
Okay, I know this one. It ends in 2 zeros,
Okay.
and it would be 10,000.
That's how you... it's a little high, actually.
Oh, 1,000.
It's only 1,000, yeah. Yeah, the number of blanks does help.
Yeah, I know.
It's all good.
60. 80.
Boy, have they sped up. That gave my eyes a little trouble. That was well done. Okay, round 4.
Fight. 20. 100. 700. 600?
Mm-hmm.
60.
Whoops. Almost mistyped. Can't slow me down long.
Ugh. 2,400?
Yes.
5.7?
Good.
Isn't this the 8s again?
It is. And what's better?
No, it is 49.
Yeah, now's the time.
4.8.
Yep.
500.
Yep. Oh no. Oh. Well, shit.
You're fired.
Yeah.
80.
Yeah, I screwed that one up. What's funny is I thought I missed the fishbone shot.
Oh man, I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first one's good.
Yep. I love those sounds.
The next one, you have to do the middle column. No, it's good.
Well, I can see 3 numbers in that right column that are completely and utterly useless to us in all situations.
Yeah, get rid of those.
Well, we can only get rid of 1 at the moment. The other one's just going to go cycle back around the top.
Well, we'll deal with it.
Yep.
60 plus 30 is 90. We can go get the first one. $60 plus 20 is 80.
Yeah, and that's as far as we're going to get. Fortunately, that's as far as we have to get. You can see on the left side, that fuel gauge, we only need 5 per level. Ooh.
Well, that one's correct. And that one's correct.
Yep. The next one's correct, right?
No, not quite. But 30 times 20 would be 600.
Sure.
Okay, I have to step away from my monitor for a second to microwave something, so you take over the last couple of these.
Okie dokie.
I can listen, but I cannot look.
So 60 times 30 will get us 1800. That'll be number 4.
I agree.
And to finish off the round, 7 times 10 gives us 700.
I agree with that too.
And we didn't have to zap off a single number that time. Alright.
What good recyclers we are.
Yes. Round 3 is subtraction. And we start with 30 minus 10 is 20, which is perfectly fine.
Oh, I wish I was back for this. I could handle this.
90 minus 20 would be 70, so we'll bump the middle down. And 30 minus 30 is 41, so we're going to do that. $30 minus 30 is 41.
You know, I thought that's what you said, and I didn't like that. But it trickled down through the consciousness for a second. And right before you said it a second time, I think I was about to, like, bring my... You can get rid of the 41.
Oh, fine.
This is a tricky one. I guess 30 minus 20 equals 10, huh?
Yeah, yep, sure does.
Okay, walking away from the computer again.
Okay.
Wireless headset, folks. Where it's at.
And finally, 80 minus 10 is 70.
I agree.
And now we have addition and subtraction with switch signs, apparently. So we have here 80 plus 10 is 90. So once again, we have a good starter.
I am back. 50 plus 50 is not 80, but
Nope.
30 plus 50 is.
Sure.
Oh man, you know what would be cool is if we could have an equals and an equals. Just have all the same number. But I don't think
mean,
we could do that. It would be an enormous waste, but we can get 10 equals 10 equals 10.
I'm debating whether to try it.
Would we lose if we got rid of all our numbers?
It would reset us to the beginning of this round.
Oh. That might not be worth it. We have stuff we need to do today.
Yeah, that's true. All right. 10 equals 60 minus 50.
Yes. This is not correct.
No.
This is not correct.
No.
We could do 50 minus 40 equals 10.
Yeah, we could.
I think that's our nearest.
And that's also the least wasteful. I think we've only had to zap like 2 numbers in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe even just 1. I haven't kept track.
What? That's not like you.
True.
Get rid of the 22.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if... Okay, I see one.
There's not a lot here, huh?
There's 1, and that's all we need. Let me make as far as set up as I can here. Before I make zap. Oh, we lost a lot on that one. But we made it.
Yeah, but that was thankfully the last one.
And this time we have all signs and they're switcheroos.
Well, we need at least one equal sign, allegedly.
Supposedly. 71 times anything is 0, so we may as well just waste off an otherwise useless number.
Well, yes. You said that backwards, but yes.
Close enough.
71 times many things is not 0.
Oh, did I say 71 times anything is 0?
Yeah. Yeah.
I meant anything times anything.
0.
Yeah, screw it.
Oh boy.
30 plus 50 equals 69. Oh, well, ain't that cute.
I can finally use some of these dumb ones.
Yeah, except for the fact that we have to drill all the way down to,
Oh.
There is no pretty solution here, is there?
Yeah.
You know what?
What else can we do?
I see a way to do this and then make do with the subtract sign. So,
We didn't want to just abandon all of these and like start fresh with the next line.
nah, I see a way to do this. Actually, I see 2 different ways to do it.
Oh, and we only need one more.
Yep. So it doesn't matter that much at this point.
Okay. It was a great game.
We now have a full tank of trash-generated fuel.
Great work, Blasternaut. You're off. Good luck.
You know this is actually Blasternaut's fault.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Had he done what Spot said and looked at the fuel gauge, Spot wouldn't have been sent out, and Spot wouldn't have been taken. There, let's move the manhole cover.
Well, wait. if Spot hadn't been taken, there wouldn't have been trash. There wouldn't have been fuel. They would have been stuck. Spot was a necessary sacrifice.
True.
And it's not like we're not rescuing him.
We're not? Or are we? I don't know.
It's not like we're not. Double negative, we are rescuing Spot.
Okay. Where can we go?
60 minus 20.
Nope.
Oh,
We
wait,
got-
what?
we
I
got-
forgot how this part works.
We have to get in between the two generators. So 80 minus 30 is 50. 40 minus 10 is 30. 40 is in the middle.
Interesting. And then up the middle.
Yep. Let's get stuff. What do we have here?
It's 50.
Nope.
Well, it is.
50 won't fit. It isn't 50.
It's 5.
It's 5. Well, let's first use our mace on the immediate threat.
What was that? What just happened?
That treasure chest, the math problem we answered gave us a can of mace, and we used the can of mace on him
Oh.
just now. Let's get more tools. We're going to need them later, I'm sure.
Is that a divide or a plus?
That's a divide.
7.
Good. Oh, I guess we can't get any more tools right now. Okay, let's go up this way. And our number actually is going to have to go down. There we go. We can get through here now. Alright, I need to get my hands on their treasure real quick. So you know what?
10.
10. Let that drop come down. Let's get rid of this guy. Yeah! Treasure! We can get through there. Up here, let's get that gem before it disappears.
This is very fast paced, especially because I'm not making the guidance decisions.
Yeah,
Hang on. It's 2.
it is 2. Let's break rock. There we go.
How can you tell what you pick up? I'm always looking. I guess I'm always looking away when you get it.
Bottom left.
You
Numbers.
can go nowhere.
Yeah, our number's gonna have to drop. I have an idea. If we can get a divide by 4, I'll be able to make a move.
That's very specific.
Is it really gonna make me nickel and dime my way? Oh, there we go. That's better. Nope. There we go. 33. Number's got to go up, but not by too much. Damn it. That's enough. That's still enough. Hey, get out of here.
We're through.
Almost.
So,
That'll do
4 and 13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
60.
Now watch the bottom left.
Bro, that is very small.
It's a can of mace. That wasn't very nice what we just did to him.
He might have cancer now.
Let's do it again.
40.
40. We are not going to be able to get up there yet. Times 6 will... Oh no, you bastard. Why didn't you... Oh, I am a moron. I could have gone right on up through there. Hey,
You can go up through the left.
hey, that looks like a pretty hot pot.
Eh.
There's the way out of this place.
You can just go up now, because it's between 0 and anything.
0 and... Yep.
I have to step away from the computer, but that is 600.
Uh-huh. Minus 8 pattern, 43.
0.
Yeah, this time we have a time limit.
Yeah, you just do this.
Okay, 0.
Save spot.
I'm going. 15.
You're doing great.
And 0. Okay, now would be a good time, since I'm doing this part, to up the level.
It's true.
We are playing on level 6 now.
Oh boy.
Straight to the top. Excuse me a minute while I grab my jewels. You know, the more jewels you grab, the higher your score goes.
It's true. I was good at getting jewels. I recall that part.
Has the innuendo been lost?
Yes, it has.
Okay.
I found it now, but I wasn't thinking of it when I was talking.
Oh, good. Ah! Almost got hit.
Prove me right.
Ah, I got brained by the boot. And I got brained by a comb.
Ah, the trash.
And I somehow managed to dodge all that. This is level 6, 12. Oh, come on.
This is for youngish kids.
True. 7,000. 140. 11. 176. How convenient. I don't want blues.
Gems.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for the red one. Ow.
Oink. And?
That's a story. You got brained in the schoolyard by a juice box. Come on, red. There's a red. Seems like the blues show up first.
What are we waiting for?
Time. Once that moon disappears, the bonus round's over.
Ah. What the fuck?
66 and 2/3. Converting fraction to percent.
Are you sure they don't want 67?
Positive. Because
Very well.
67's too high. 7%. 75%. 80%. 5,000.
Donut.
Ow.
Donuts.
I got brained by that donut. Didn't you see it?
I did.
How can you cheer for it?
Because it sounded like bonus. Which I had just said, and I liked that.
Oh. Whoa. Fortunately, these rounds look like they're getting shorter and shorter. You don't want to run anywhere in this game. Because running is slow. I mean, would you rather do this? Or would you rather do this? And get brained. Bread! Bread!
Range by bread.
99. 123. 3. 66. Greens. We're getting expensive.
How many rounds of plus? 5?
I believe it's 5. And there's no bonus round after the last one. Because if there was, it would kind of screw up the continuity of how the ending sequence goes.
That is true.
Waiting for green. Didn't mean to grab that. Well, now I guess I should just grab blues, because time.
Yeah, I think your score is probably pretty okay.
Yeah. 23. This is it. 123. 7,000. 77. What? There's more?
You did click long mission.
I did, but I thought it was only 5. Maybe it's 6. Oh well. That timer's going down really fast. There's a reason I did that.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to get boned at least once to be able to say that.
Oh god.
Okay. This, I hope, is it. 6. 121. 132.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. 5,000. 60. And now to save spot. 100. And it all ends with me getting blasted. And it all ends with 69. Fuck off, yellow.
Congratulations, Blasternaut. Mission accomplished.
There's the kaboom. I was hoping for an earth-shattering kaboom.
Whoa.
1918.
I guess this software really wasn't prepared for Y2K.
No, it wasn't. Okay. That was Math Blaster Episode 1. Spot is safe. The world is safe. Everybody's okay. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to shut this down in the hopes that it cooperates with me. And it... Oh, it's going to cooperate. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to move all of my Twitch controls and whatnot over to this screen so that I may set up Skype to share this screen over here. Wait. No, I'm not the one that has to be sharing because I'm not playing this next game. We'll need your screen share.
I see.
What I have to do is set the OBS display to show my other screen. So I'm going to display capture, screen, all right. Now, oh dear, this is going to be a minor thing. Oh no, it's, you know what, is it? I'm going to see if I can, hold on just a sec. See if I can do this without the Skype name page showing at all. Because as soon
And
as
also, sound.
yeah. As soon as I move the Skype window over to the screen that I am showing, you know what, let's do this. Let's pull an invisibility trick real quick. There we go, and on. Okay, folks, you should now be seeing Wit's virtual machine. If for any reason you are not, please kindly let me know in the chat.
No one is here.
Shame on all of you. Because important things are going on right now.
They got education.com.
What was it?
Davidson had got the domain name education.com.
Does this surprise you?
That must be a very popular thing.
Hmm.
I wonder who owns it now.
That's a very good question. I guess I'm going to have to do some research.
Let me know when to go.
Oh,
Is it now?
Oh, anytime. Your screen is showing on OBS, so you are now the host. So, let me take that volume down a bit. Actually,
Is that me or you?
Can you drop your volume, because if I drop Skype, I'm going to lose my ability to hear your mic. I'd say go down to like 30% on, oh, holy. Oh wow, you have your volume way down already.
I do.
Okay, that's fine. That's better now. Oh.
Anyway, we got hit.
My Discord decided to bring itself up. Stupid thing.
Well, you know what they say if you've been hit by an asteroid. Ouch! Okay.
What?
You heard him.
Yeah, I did.
Ship and its crew were on their way home to the planet Nomiel until they were hit by an asteroid. Now they're stuck, and the Quadraticus, that pack of pesky little aliens that delight in destroying disabled spaceships, are on their way to destroy us. We're going to be an easy target unless you can get us back up and running. Quickly, I'd better show you around the ship and explain what you'll need to do to fix things. If you need me to re-explain or lend some help, just click on me. Okay, let's begin.
Where would you like to go first?
This is the room. In here, you can keep track of your progress and navigate around to the other rooms on the ship. The monitor behind me shows where these rooms are located. If all of the areas are in green, your ship is able to sail. But if any of them are in red, you'll need to repair them. The room that's in yellow is the strategy room. Go in there to brush up on your algebra skills. When you're ready to fix a room, pick a room name that's red. I'll meet you in there.
To answer your question, you're the expert. Your pick.
I think I always used to start with engine.
Okay.
What a mess! The engine is almost completely destroyed. No wonder we aren't able to move. You'll have to put the balls back into the engine in order for it to run. Let's start out with an easier section of the engine. If you need more help, just let me know. There are 2 rows of numbers and a blank column shaped like a diamond that runs between the rows. Notice the addition and multiplication signs between the 2 numbers in each row. Add the 2 numbers in the first row. Find the ball on the floor that contains their sum and place that ball in the diamond.
Oh, okay. I could do this at least.
Next, multiply those same 2 numbers. Find the ball on the floor that contains their product and place it in the empty slot below the 2 numbers. Now move to the next blank space and add, subtract, multiply, or divide when necessary. Solve 6 puzzles and the engine.
I didn't interrupt him. He just stopped himself.
Those defective models. Yes, grab the balls and place them gently.
Oh,
Did you double click?
I did. Oh, okay, and now we go the other way. So this is 3 and 4.
Yep.
Not many things multiply to 27.
I know 2 things that do.
Isn't it 9 and 3?
Yes, it is. Because remember, those same 2 numbers have to add up to 12.
This must be 2 and 3.
Yep.
And this must be 4 and 2.
Yep. I know of one other solution to that one. 2 and 4.
Hey, wait a minute. 5 plus 1 is 6. There it is. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 times 4 is 20. I have no idea what difficulty level this is on. It's on Novice, and on Novice it shall stay.
Well,
Because the tricky thing is, at least not in this room, there are some rooms where I genuinely don't remember how to do the operation in question.
okay.
So just adding big numbers to it is not gonna make a difference.
Okay.
So at least let me succeed on the ones that I can succeed on.
Okay.
This must be 3 and 4 again.
Yep.
Oh. And it has to be in this order, because we're gonna have to get to 20.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's 5. 5 times 4 is 20 again.
Gee,
5
where have
plus
we
4 is
where have we
9,
seen this set up before?
and 9. Cool.
Oh my.
Yeah. I guess it's this one. Five plus 4 is 9. 5 times 4 is 20. Oh, I don't know. Which one of these could it be?
8.
I guess it's the number that I've never heard of before.
You never heard of 91 before?
Maybe once.
I mean, 91 is still an A in most places.
It's
Sure.
fixed. How about a hug?
Nice job.
Indeed. It only goes down from here. That was always the easiest one.
just as I thought. All of the ship's electrical systems are out, and there's no electricity from the function machine to the electrical transformers. You're going to need to identify functions to get this working. Here's how. First, select a number from the top of the machine. Use the arrows above to move the numbers around. When you have the numbers you want, indicate as much with the big green arrow below, and your number will be placed in X column. The machine will calculate an answer by applying the function to your X, and that calculation will appear in the f of X column. You can select up to 5 numbers. Once you've selected up to 3 numbers, you can find the function. Functions are found on the fuses floating in the bin. Pick the one you want and place it in the fuse box next to the f of X. If you're right, the numbers in the column below the fuse box will be the same as those in the f of X column. If you're not, different numbers will appear in red, and you can try again. Correctly answer 10 functions, and you'll recharge.
Stop interrupting yourself.
Let me make sure.
Okay.
Let me make sure I have this correct.
Oh, don't ask me. I was just gonna try it and see if I understood it.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose 0. And the f of x is 1.
Okay, I got it.
I'm also gonna choose 1 and see what happens. This looks to me like it's x plus 1.
Okay.
Oh, I need 3 of them. I just remembered. I need at least 3. And then they're released. And we think it is x plus 1. Where does it go?
Into the fuse.
Next.
Got it.
That looks like x plus 2.
X plus what?
Nope, it's x plus 3. It's x plus 2 does not exist. Okay, this one's not so bad.
Hmm.
Really count as a function?
Not really. Not in my mind, at least. Aha!
Negative x.
They got a little tricky.
Negative x minus 1.
Yeah.
Dang it. X minus 1. Nope.
No, nope.
Hang on. Negative x plus 1.
Yep.
This is looking like x plus 3. Boy, I fondly remember not understanding any of this when I was young. X minus 3, I think.
Yep.
LOL.
69. Yeah.
Your work is done here. I'm so impressed.
That sounded very sarcastic.
I'm getting a charge out of this.
Okay, I remember this one particularly, and I'm pretty sure I don't know how to do it anymore. There was a brief shining window in my life
So that's where everyone
Very
is.
good.
The collision must have knocked a hole in the ship and thrown the crew out. You'd better grab them. To transport the crew back inside, the machine is looking for the correct equation, and you must find it. To find the answer, change the values in the equation box by moving the up and down arrows. Select Go to see if you are right. Some questions might ask you to locate a point in space. Do this by finding that point on the grid.
Okay. No one panic. They're not parabolas anymore.
Oh, trust me, I'm not panicking.
I remember that it was parabolas sometimes.
I am extremely irritated by the fact there are ones in front of those variables.
Y equals mx plus b. Was that the variable they decided it was?
Yep.
So, okay.
You don't even have to do that for this one.
Is it... I've forgotten how lines work.
Well, first think about where y equals 0. Like, literally all you have to do to solve one like this, plug y with 0, and then use that to figure out what x is.
Okay. 0 equals 1 times 3 minus 3.
Yep, so x equals 3. Do you remember which coordinate is horizontal and which is vertical?
I think so.
Okay.
Score!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also that guy.
Good job.
Line cross. Okay. For y equals -2
Right.
times 3 is -6
Mhm.
equals plus 3 would be -3
Right.
equals 1x, so -3 equals x.
Mhm. Wait, what?
What?
Hang on a second. Let me look at this again. Y equals -2. So -6. Add 3 to both sides, and you've got -3. That can't be right. I think they screwed up. If you plug... Because if you plug 3 into x, then you've got 0. Does not equal...
Oh, wait, stop. The line has to cross y equals -2. I'm still at y equaling 0. See where my pointer is?
Duh. I'm an idiot.
Well, so am I.
Wait.
You got it!
Wait. It still doesn't...
First-
It still doesn't cross y equals -2. Look at the slope. Oh, I'm still looking at the axis. Boy, it's been a long...
Also, they managed to give me another chance because they showed me where the line was, so that was very kind of them.
Boy, it's been a long time. Okay, regroup, rethink. Here we go.
The x will cross -3. So our x is going to be over here.
Yep. Alright, now that I actually remember what it is I'm doing.
X will be here somewhere. Not necessarily right on the line. Okay. Well, if our x is -3 and we've got a negative, it will be 3.
Mm.
Plus 5 plus 5.
Don't do it that way.
No?
No, leave the -5 on that one
Oh,
side.
that's right.
Because now
we
you've
already
got 2...
have our solving variable isolated. It will
Exactly.
be 3 minus 5 is -2.
Good.
So we'll have -3 and -2 is here.
That did it. Now we know what we got to do.
Until they change the game. The line will cross 4. So, 4
They're getting a little bit filthy now.
equals net of 6x plus 4.
Yep.
So, -4 minus 4 is 0 equals net of 6x. It will have to be 0.
Yep. So
Right?
your coordinates are.
0, +4.
Yep.
Yee-haw!
I guess that's what we look like too. I never understood the little bird guy.
It's an egg-shaped object, and that's a bird inside the egg.
Right. I don't understand how that the other guys aren't birds. The other guys don't have weird suction feet. Are we a weird? Is this us? Are we the weird bird? Are we what they are? The other guys?
I mean, I'm a weird bird, but you know.
Click where the line crosses y equals 1. So this would be 2.
Yep.
And we're gonna add 4
Mhm.
to get 6 equals 3x, x equals 2.
Mhm.
So our coordinates are 2 and 1.
Yay!
This man.
We did it.
Oh, I think they're gonna do the other kind now.
Well, actually, you did it because I didn't exactly speak.
Yeah, they're gonna do the other kind.
Ooh.
We have to create a line. Okay.
Alright, so first of all, B needs to equal the y-intercept.
Okay.
The point where the y-axis is intercepted.
Well, that's this man,
Yes.
thankfully.
What coordinate is he at?
X equals -1.
Well, y equals
And
-1,
y-
but yeah.
Oh, X equals 0, Y equals -1.
Yep.
So that.
Good. And now
Over -2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
double check your x coordinate. No, in the equation. You said -2, right? Yeah, there you go. It must be the other way around.
Yup.
So the x coordinate, so for the x coordinate to be bigger, yeah, if, wait, what happened here? Hold on, let me think about this, because something is not as I remember it.
It wants it to be +1.
Why?
I
That's
do not know.
+1? I guess we have to... Oh, you know what? Because converted, it becomes y minus 1.
Oh.
That's
'cause
it.
it's negative over here.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, we're gonna get the men's.
-2.
What?
Where are you getting -2? Where are you getting
Oh,
-2
come on, that's
from?
so close.
Hold on. Before you move on, let me see where it's getting -2 from. Something's not making sense. The last I...
It's flipped everything to be the negatives.
Divide by 2 to get y by itself. The whole process I'm thinking of revolves around y sitting by itself. That's why it's 2 instead of 1, because the y is doubled. So the intercept number also doubles. Does that make any sense at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we see the one spinning man on the -1 point of the y-axis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the base formula has y by itself. Y equals mb plus x, or y equals mx plus b, right?
Yeah, now that I think about it, it might be C, but whatever.
Regardless, if
Yes.
if y is multiplied the way it is, -2, that's y. That's fucking y.
Well, but it's still allowing you to have 2y over here. It's not isolated. It's gotten rid of the negative, but then it should be -1 again.
Not quite. It reversed all the negatives.
Well, yeah, but I still don't know how they got a 2 out of it.
Because because the slope of the line, let me see, the slope of the line is a solid -2.5. Okay, so m represents slope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Divide everything by 2. You then have y equals -5 halves x. -5 halves is the slope that you're looking at on that line. And then that is -1. If you divide everything by 2, that's why the spinning man is on the -1.
Shouldn't this then be over 5 halves?
That's only if you divide everything by 2, which they did not. They didn't simplify it. That's where the throw is coming from.
They only divided by the negative?
It looks like what they did was they kept y positive. Was their whole purpose in what the method that they did it in. I
still don't know how they turned this 1 into a 2.
Because again, in order for the y-intercept to match the coordinate that the guy's actually on, y has to be 1. Or the coefficient of y has to be 1, the number next to it. Let me put it to you this way. Are you able to see chat?
Yeah.
All right. So what was the equation? Oh, I'm putting it in.
The correct one?
Hold on. I have this. Let me just bring Skype back. I got to minimize this so I can actually chat. Okay, so. Oh, shit. The fact that I minimized it showed everybody's names. Oh well, whatever. So here's what I'm saying.
They isolated y and then they didn't isolate y. Y is not isolated.
Well, that's what we have, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's what they have, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so get this. Starting from what we have, what we did was we established our slope using the 5x and the -2y.
Mm-hmm.
Which here's why it was inverted. If we multiply everything by ×2, wait, no, if
we get
I'm sorry, if we divide
-4y.
I'm sorry, ignore that. If we divide everything by -2 in order to get y by itself.
Y by itself, we get -5 halves. We get -1 half.
Right. So now that y is by itself, we are now saying that the man is sitting on the -1 half, not the 1. Now, if we go from what they've got, we divide by 2.
We get y equals -5 halves -1?
Yep. That's how he sits on -1. They didn't finish their simplification. They have a correct equation, but they did not simplify it all the way.
Well, neither did we.
Neither did we, but they should have, being the educational resource.
But the intercept
Yes.
was and is -2.
No, it's -1. The y-intercept where he's, where the spinning guy is, he's sitting on the y-axis.
Okay,
That
yes.
means he's got the y-intercept and he's sitting on -1. They're saying -2 because, again, they didn't finish simplifying. They should have divided by 2. I'm assuming the reason they did not was so they didn't have a fraction coefficient on x, which in my mind is still very much improper.
Let's try another one
Okay.
and see if we do it better.
Give me a second.
Oh, this is much easier.
Give me a second to get your thing back on stream. There we go.
This is much easier. This is
It's a horizontal line.
x equals -2, right?
Yeah.
So
It's a horizontal line, so there's nothing to... Oh, no, it's y. Oh, no, it's y equals -2, not x. X would be a vertical line.
you're right.
So x can just disappear as a whole. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Was
I
it-
don't understand why these things are different. Is this a living thing, or is it like a toy?
My guess is one is a drone and one is a,
A life form?
yeah.
Okay.
Or one's just an inferior species.
Let's try and do this without drawing the line.
Okay.
So, we work backwards from the y-intercept.
We can. I would first find the slope between the two spinning guys.
Oh, well, x is +2,
Mm-hmm.
and y is +2.
Right. Now be
So-
cautious with the way you're doing it. You have to modify the intercept accordingly. I would take the coefficients of x and y and simplify that fraction.
But we're not done yet.
All right. Let's see what you come up with.
I think the y-intercept is going to be +1.
Correct.
Now, they let us have a coefficient for y last time,
They did.
and they didn't have any fractions.
Right.
So I think this may be the answer they want.
Should I speak?
Yes.
It is not. If you turn that into a +2, it will probably accept it as correct. Alternatively, if you simplify the coefficient fraction 2/2 into a 1 and make them both 1, that would also be correct. Again, the basis of how we figure out the y-intercept through that constant 1 assumes that y has no coefficient on it. Because it does, we need to do the same operation to that standalone number. So what I'm saying is, if there's a 2 attached to that y, we have to multiply that number by 2 as well, or it's not going to...
Or divide everything else by 2.
Correct.
Which do you think they'll prefer?
I mean, for the sake of testing, we can always check +2. It should accept it as correct because it seems to just be drawing lines. Now, if you divide everything by 2, you have y equals x plus 1, which is the same line and would therefore also be correct. Oh, look, horizontal line again.
Good. Y equals positive 1.
Mm-hmm. I can't score. I have nothing to score with.
Well, first of all, stop referring to them as things, and I think you'll do better.
That's funny. They've got 2 spinning crew members in one place.
Oh yeah, look at that. Well, they have a spinning one and a non-spinning one. I wonder if we'll pick him up too.
Interesting idea.
Okay, let me try this.
Mm-hmm.
X, the current temporary coefficient of X is -1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And the current temporary coefficient of Y is positive 1.
That being said, it's permanent.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
Then this will not go through at a nice place.
Oh, they got filthy.
Okay. Now that I have these coefficients, how do I calculate... Oh. Can I just move numbers around?
You can. Make
So
sure-
what if I multiplied both sides by positive 3?
Okay.
And then this would be by positive 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still have an X over here. Well, that would be 3y equals x plus 0. Does that give me anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing that'll go through those guys anyway. Little
I
step-
don't know how to find the y-intercept.
Okay, so this is going to be a complete head operation on my part, but your low point is 2, your high point is 3, as your distance between your 2 guys on the y-axis, right?
Yes.
So there are 3 steps in between them, which would mean as you go up 1 step, you have to go over a third of the step, 1/3 step each time. So
Yes.
from the 2 guys that are spinning, you want to go to the left 1 step and up a 3rd step. And same thing again with the 2nd step. So 2 over from them means 2/3 up from where they are.
Yes.
And that's the one that touches you onto the y-axis. So you now have 2
Are you
and
telling
2.
me this is 2/3?
That coefficient would be 2 and 2/3, or 8/3, because you're already starting with your low guy 2 up.
Okay.
So multiplying each coefficient by 3 is actually the right move. And if you multiply 8/3 by 3, what do you wind up with?
8?
8, yep. The denominator just disappears when you do that.
And so -3 multiplied by 3?
Right.
Do I still have to do that?
Yes,
Is -9.
yes,
And this multiplied by 3 is 3.
yes, that should do it.
Well, good try. Did I switch my X and Y axis?
Oh, I think you did. Yeah, that's why. We have a slope of 3 instead of a slope of 1/3. If you make x minus... Yeah, if you make x minus 3 and y 9,
Nope.
and then bring the coefficient up to 24. Yep.
That fucking sucked.
Yes!
I didn't like that.
Let me
Because
think.
I still don't get it.
Hold on. Let me think of a way that this can be understood.
Nope. Let's just move on.
All right then.
I do machinist's math, which is not line graphs.
Okay.
So, the difference in x is -2. But for some reason, it wanted us to put that in the y spot. Because we had them backwards last time.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference in y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5?
+5.
Because we're going...
Here's the thing. If the line as you go further right is reaching upward, it's a positive slope. If it reaches downward, it's a negative slope. Negative slope meaning that one of those two coefficients has to be negative.
It didn't like it that it was negative last time in the y spot. Remember? So what if we made this line the other way?
I'm pretty sure that's because we mathed it the wrong way.
The change in x is +2. But they wanted it in the y slot. The change in y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's -5. But they wanted it in the x. Is this a fraction thing again?
I believe so. Yeah, I think I have it.
What do you think it is?
14.
Do I have to multiply other things by things?
No, I already did that. The intercept is 7, and there's a 2 attached to y.
Do I have to do anything to the 5? The -5?
Shouldn't have to.
Well, I'm glad.
Well, that was certainly interesting.
Thank God they weren't parabolas.
Why are you asking that question? And how are we supposed to answer it? I guess click on the up arrow to signify above? I don't know.
Oh.
That's interesting. Okay, so the Earth is our point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sitting on 1, 8. So x equals 1. -5 plus 14 equals +9. So that's the right side. 8 times 2 is 16, which is the left side. 16 on the left is greater than 9 on the right.
You're too good. I think I'm gonna cry.
Please don't. I don't need oil spills all over my floor.
That was confusing, but I'm glad we finished it.
I need to refresh myself on slopes.
Do I remember this one?
Red alert! We're under attack! Arrogant aliens! They are no match for us! You'd better hurry, though. We don't have enough shield power to hold them off for very long. Answer questions by picking a point on the grid or typing in the correct response. The question will tell you what to do. If you answer it correctly, the ships you sent out to defend us will blast away at the incoming alien. Answer it incorrectly, and our defenders will get blasted by the aliens. Now go get them, and don't hesitate to call on me if you need more help.
Does this know about the numlock? Yeah, it does. So this is -2.
Wait,
It does not know about the numpad.
we better get the one that's on fire.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do.
They-
-2. Oh shit, no, X.
Yeah, scratch that, reverse it.
-4. -2.
Yeah.
Enter. Oh,
Oh, that's all we have to do.
yeah.
We're on a time limit too.
-1. Oh god. I can't
-1,
for my
5.
numpad. -1, -5, or
Negative.
-5, -1.
-1, 5. Check alien ship at 1, 2. Click on him, I guess. Oh, cool. Okay. -5, -2.
I like these better.
Oh, it says click, not check.
This is 1, 2, 3, -3.
Yep.
There is no comma key on my numpad. +3.
Yeah.
Uh, 0. No, it's -3, 0.
Yep.
You lost. Think. We lost. I didn't do it fast enough. Okay, here is my problem. I don't have a comma on my numpad. So I will stage myself over the comma key and the numpad key. Let's try that again. This is +3, -4. 3, comma, -4. And then I will keep that. So that is 1, comma, -1.
Right. I wonder if the enter key would work for next.
It does sort of, and it doesn't sort of. It's actually faster to click.
Okay.
So this is -1, 0. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I like the clicking better. That is -3. God damn it. -3, comma, +2. We did it.
Victory.
Ugh,
You did it!
we
Good
could have turned the
job.
timer off, I think.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, there was a button.
Damn.
What is this one?
This is the communications room, and it looks like the collision knocked out all communications to the rest of the ship. To repair this area, you'll need to do some work with algebraic expressions. First, correctly identify the given algebraic equation or phrase. Then, select an A, B, C, or D button for your answer. Answer it correctly, and you'll get a second try. Answer it correctly, and a clue to the rebus will appear on screen.
A rebus?
Unpick
Yeah.
clues and decipher the rebus to find the password required to reestablish communication. Oh, by the way, you'll need to decipher 6 rebuses to bring the entire ship back on.
It's like he doesn't like his last word. So the quotient of 9 and a number. 9 over x?
Yep.
A number less than 9.
I just realized, I think Algebra Blaster 3, which I did on my Tuesday stream, this is a remake of that.
Really?
Because I got this exact rebus puzzle on this exact activity.
Really?
Yes. Uh-huh.
2 more than a number.
And the first thing I noticed was meth.
Foil method.
Mm-hmm. These rebuses appear to match up with a with an algebraic function.
Electrical room. Back online.
Interesting. 10 multiplied by a number times 5. Is this like odd or 3?
It begins with an O. That's a good hint given how they're giving us answers like this.
Orange?
That's an orange, yeah.
There's no ent in orange.
What begins?
Oh. You know what it is?
What?
It's different. Different minus ent plus fence
Oh.
is differ ents.
You think? Are you like a different champion of classic concentration or something?
No.
Actually, you are.
I
Technically, you are.
reverse engineered it from the fence.
Actually, technically, you are a champion at classic concentration. You and
Never mind.
You and Kuro still share that title.
Well, good.
Mhm.
Y-axis.
Yeah. Now I see what they're doing.
Engine room. Back online.
A number divided by 40. A number plus 6. So known as 6 plus a number.
I got it. Yeah.
M2.
It's a hair root.
Yeah.
Looks pretty wet.
Number times 19. I got too caught up in the rebus. Number increased by 19.
Mm-hmm.
Equator. Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Equation.
What's an equat?
What do you mean, what's an equat?
Well, equator minus or equals equat.
It's just a sound.
It's a funny sound.
Product. Divided. Total. Product.
Effed.
Dim. In.
Diminished.
There's no F
In what?
in anything.
Except maybe the square that we haven't filled in.
Oh, I didn't even know there was one left. Number decreased by 15. There's an F in fish.
Not anymore. They had us take it out.
Vendor room. Back online.
It's true.
I've never gone ishing before.
This one's fixed. Where to next?
Well, actually, it's funny you should mention that.
Really?
Wow, Wow, you did it! The ship is all fixed and ready to fly. Congratulations!
Oh, thanks.
Now let's get out of here.
I wonder if there's another game for this.
Oh, that's it? That's
Yeah.
no climactic ending?
Yeah.
That's depressing. I was so hoping the red critters would get theirs.
Dun 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 dun.
I must locate that now.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Alright.
Dun 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 dun.
Math Blaster theme song. Well, there's the Blaster Pals theme song, which is
You want to go back to your screen share?
Oh, if you want. I have no idea what to do, though.
You want to call this one an early night?
Let me see if I can find a real quick... Is there a quick, tiny thing here? Probably not, right? No, there's
I
not.
don't know. It's hard to predict, to be honest.
Well, depending on your mood, we could start Pokemon Snap.
Nah, I want to see if we can do that in one.
You want to try and do that in one?
I do.
Alright, that's what we'll do. I don't know that I have anything, like, quick here. Oh, you know what? I guess I could give you a quick bonus peek at something I'm thinking of putting in the game show list.
Doesn't seem fair, but I'll allow it.
Doesn't matter. People should be watching my videos anyway, at least on YouTube.
Great point.
So, I'm gonna do this.
Is your stream back to being live again?
It will be in just a moment. Let me off the screen so I can safely navigate my stuff here. Okay. And drop this. Twitch chat, move over here. Put OBS back over here. Oh, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I still want my screen visible. And it will be momentarily. Okay, you should now be seeing my Windows screen. I may actually have shown you this at one point, but
I can certainly see something.
you should be seeing the blue background of my desktop.
Oh, it's a nice background.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I may have shown you this, but I never broadcasted it, so I may as well just do a thing here. Please load here. Thank you. Okay. So, here's a little preview of something I would like to see put into the game show extravaganza.
This is Jeopardy!
Did I ever show you this PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yeah, I finally ironed out enough kinks that I can actually deploy it.
It's such a funny word for how serious you are at Jeopardy. It really is militarized.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you are wrong, the value of the answer will be deducted from your score. But to help you add to your winnings, we have hidden somewhere on the board a daily double. If you're lucky enough to uncover that, then you'll have a chance to double any or all of your winnings up to that point in the round. And it's very important that you try to win as much money as possible, because only the player with the most cash at the
All right, one sec. Let me...
end of the day will wind up keeping his or her winnings.
see if I can minimize my control panel here. There we go. This way I can actually see my answer sheet, which I couldn't a moment ago.
So, for those watching, Alpha has created a PowerPoint, and using slide links and sort of like using PowerPoint almost like a coding language, like an HTML style language. He has created the Jeopardy show.
Take a look.
And it's actually pretty neat. And he got a bunch of clips from the original show for the sounds that play when you trigger certain events. It's really neat.
Mm-hmm. So the categories on this particular board for the first round read weather, senses, past tense verbs. You'll be given a word and you have to identify the past tense for it. Abolitionists, hair or hair, both in quotation marks. Notice those spellings.
Mm-hmm.
And commercial jingles.
Now,
I will grade.
how do you get the categories? Do you have several of these saved?
I actually have been playing through the DOS versions of Jeopardy and recording them on video and then watching them back in order to convert them to this. That eliminated two problems. One, the buzzer issue where I have to translate other people's buzzes through my head and into my keyboard on the game. I can just simplify it to a single buzzer where I'm staring right at it as everybody's buzzing in, and I can take as much time as I have to like call on the right person. And two, the answer detection system on the DOS games is a little bit menopausal and not particularly flexible. Like, say there's another acceptable answer for a particular clue, and it doesn't recognize that. Number one, it doesn't give you a chance to be more specific on a vague answer. And number two, it won't accept any answers other than the ones that are pre-programmed into it. So that kind of takes away the human judging factor, which for a game like Jeopardy is really, really necessary. So I kind of erased problems by coming up with this. Because you are here, I will grant you 3 clues from this board.
Oh, no, that's no fair.
I disagree, because these 3 clues are getting shown on YouTube, and I'm going to make an announcement saying that something to do with the game shows is on this video. If they don't watch it, like I said before, any disadvantage is on them, because I told them.
Sure, you did make that clear. What era are the commercial jingles from?
Oh, this is from 1989, I believe.
Oh, then we're super boned.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on if you know them or not.
Well, yeah, Alpha, that's the fucking thing I was saying. The point is none of us are gonna know them.
Well, then everybody's in the same boat, aren't they?
Well, I guess I would like to know about some of those.
Okay.
And the other thing I probably don't know much about would be the abolitionists, because it's been a long time since I've taken a history class.
Okay, so I'll give you 3 clues on this board, and since you're here, you'll have the choice of those 3 clues. Everybody else will just have to watch the clues that show up.
Then maybe I should burn them on things I already know.
It's up to you.
Tell me about a commercial jingle.
For which dollar amount?
Isn't that... The clues are just giving me the answer.
And you have to come up with the question. That's how Jeopardy works.
Very funny.
No, I'm serious. That's how Jeopardy works.
Oh, they're called clues.
Yes.
5, then.
Okay, commercial jingles for 500. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, that will be useful. Will it always be there?
Yes, it's pre-programmed to be in there. So for those of you watching, you just got handed the location of a daily double on this board. Remember it well.
Here's what I can say with some degree of confidence. No one's going to watch it, no matter what you say.
Well, then guess what? You have an advantage that they don't, and it's their fault.
It's actually, well, okay, it's not Kuro's fault, because she works.
Well, I mean, she'll have the YouTube link. I'll make sure to private message her that because she's not in the server.
She's not in the server?
No, I don't even know her Discord. I asked her for it, and she never got back to me on it.
I could do that. I have to make sure that there's no, like, real reason that she didn't give it to you, or if she's, like, I don't know, trying to be sneaky or whatever.
I doubt that. I think she just didn't think about it.
Yeah, she hardly ever uses it. Well, actually, no, that's not true. She uses it for certain things.
I mean, go ahead and ask her, but I really don't think she would have done that out of some sinister purpose.
Okay.
In any event,
so tell me about this.
Yep. So Daily Double. Basically, you can wager any or all of what you've won Or if you have less than the highest dollar amount on a board, which is 500, you can wager anything up to that. But here's the clue. You can fill it to the rim with this product. I didn't even get this one when I played it.
Brim.
Did you just do a...
Absolutely, I did.
Uh-huh. Now, bear in mind, during the real show, I am giving people exactly 3 seconds to buzz in to prevent exactly that. But because this is a sneak preview, I'll let that slide.
Practice. You can't. You can't.
Yeah. What is Brim decaffeinated coffee? That's it. So that would have been worth whatever you wagered.
If I had just said Brim, would I have been okay?
You would have been perfectly fine, yes.
Okay.
Now, the game would not have accepted that because it's not their complete answer. So had you said just Brim on the game, you wouldn't have it would have marked you wrong for it wrongly.
Those bastards. Yeah, that would not have flown with me.
I should mention that for the daily double selections, I place them according to where the game places them on these boards.
Noted. I thought the game was random, though.
It is, but the it'll place the daily double somewhere on the board. It's different placed every time. Where it's placed in that game that I'm playing in order to get these clues to begin with, that's where I put it.
I see.
But there is a minor glitch to that, and that's that a human player has to hit the predetermined daily double clue. Otherwise, it plays as a normal clue and doesn't happen. In that case, I simply pick whatever the last clue I was not in control of was.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense in my head.
So you would notice it if you had gotten to the end of the game and there had not been a daily double, and then you go back in your mind and choose whichever clue last you did not pick.
Well, that or I go back in the video if I forget it. Like, I don't stream these, but I do record videos. That way I can watch back. So basically I'm setting it to record and then I'm just playing the game like normal, like I would play it.
How long do you keep them for? That's a hell of a hard drive space.
Oh, the videos I don't. As soon as I finish converting them to PowerPoints, I get rid of the videos.
Okay.
So yeah, clue number 2 for this board.
500 abolitionists?
500 for abolitionists. He led the attack at Harper's Ferry, where he was captured, tried for treason, and hanged.
I actually have a, it is John Brown.
It is John Brown, yes.
I thought it was John Brown, and it is.
Mm.
Great. They wrote a song about him.
Mm. Now, functionally, I have to click on the text in order to go back to the main board, because that's where the hyperlink back to it is set. If I click anywhere outside of there where there's not a hand pointer like this, it'll move to the next clue. There's a lot of functional stuff. Whoever, like if I'm doing this in a live setting, whoever's manipulating the PowerPoint needs to pay very close attention to where they're clicking.
Yeah.
And one more.
I guess hair for 5.
Okay. A religious sect based on Vedic scriptures whose followers participate in joyful chanting.
Hare Krishna?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I will now wipe the floor with people.
I'll give you 3 on this board as well. Double Jeopardy.
Wait, that's not fair.
I revert to my previous statement as to why it is perfectly fair.
What? It's in a trace. What's the gimmick for that? Can that be one of my clues?
Sure. It can be. Which would you like?
Oh, okay, fine. 1,000.
Okay. Well, there are some cases where it's better to go down an entire category because of references like this. Because the word likewise, which would have been in reference to the previous clue.
It usually is in reference to the one directly above it.
Yeah. But it's in this case, like all it does is break the continuity. It doesn't actually affect the game any, because you can still figure the question based on what it gives you. Likewise, this is equal to 1/1000th of a second.
Well, 1/1000th of a second. Like a picosecond?
That's a trillionth.
Pico is trillion. I have to look it up.
Mm.
It is called a nanosecond.
Yep. So you have your milli for 1,000th, you have your micro for 1,000,000th. And a different animation, too, for the clue disappearing.
So, I didn't know nano was smaller than pico.
No, pico is smaller than nano. Remember, if we're talking about a billionth...
Trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A zeptosecond
is what, a quad?
A trillionth of a billionth.
That's a long way down.
Yeah, so there's also something called a yoctosecond, which is a septillionth.
Mm-hmm.
And one yoctosecond. Wait a minute. Why is it a septillionth? If it's the letter for, comes from the Greek word for 8. Because it is equal to 1,000 to the negative 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Also, how long is a jiffy?
That I don't know.
In astrophysics and quantum physics, a jiffy is, as defined by Edward R. Harrison, the time it takes for light to travel 1 Fermi, which is approximately the size of a nucleon. 1 Fermi is 10 to the negative 15 meters, so a jiffy is about 3 times 10 to the negative 24 seconds. So that is smaller than a yoctosecond.
I can feel the jiffies just flying by.
Listen, this is fun. Yeah, and it is defined as the smallest unit of time possible.
You're just having a grand old time, aren't you?
Google's great.
Grand old time.
Okay, stop saying the word time at me. British control for 1,000?
British control for 1,000. This massacre involving British soldiers ended with the killing of 5 colonists.
Is that the... Wasn't there a Boston one? The Boston Massacre?
Yeah, there was, and that was it.
Okay.
And one more.
What does Great Balls of Fire mean? You need 1,000.
A pigskin.
What is a football?
What is a football?
I see.
I am not going to grant anybody the final Jeopardy clue.
Oh, how many more Alpha Wit streams do I have to do to get that?
Do you really want it that bad?
Nah, that is super cheating.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't do that. I'm gonna see if I can...
I would, it would be possible if I didn't have as much money as the last person, as another person, and I could not bet all of my money. I would have to have less than half the amount of money as another person. And they would have to... Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I do. I
But I
can't do
wouldn't be
that.
able to make it up by betting even everything I had. Okay, now it is much closer to our normal end time, so we should probably call it quits.
Yep. But first, let's see the ending slide.
Indeed.
Let me get there so I'm not popping any info. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a flattering picture of Alex Trebek?
He looks so frightened.
That was my
And,
point.
his eyes are pointing in different directions.
That was my point, was to find a funny picture of it.
It's it's funnier the longer you look at it because it's subtle.
Yeah. And thanks for playing. Have a great day is how the DOS version always says farewell, so that's how I adapted that. But yeah.
Hell of a picture.
Thank you. I thought it was a good pick.
Yeah, good find.
All right. Let me off with screen share. No. I said off with screen share.
All you did was ping your system sounds at me.
Yep. Whoops. Okay. Let me. Oh, you know what I just realized?
No.
I had the screen blacked out on OBS, which means nobody saw a damn thing.
Oh no.
Well,
That's useless.
no, well, that's what you get for not watching my show.
No, that's no fair. You can't make them.
Well, tell you what. I'm not going to tell anybody which boards I'm using for Jeopardy, so what I'll do is I'll wait so long that you completely forget everything that was on that.
Great. Wait several weeks.
Yeah, I was
We'll
planning.
do a different board than Extrastravaganza.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we're doing Jeopardy on the next one, whenever that winds up being.
That's true. Scheduling.
Scheduling, yes.
I am definitely not available for this coming one.
There isn't a coming one, though.
Okay, fine. This coming weekend, you mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
oh,
I'm not
goddamn.
doing one for quite some time now because I got stuff.
You got stuff?
I got stuff.
That's good. Stuff is good for you.
Yeah, stuff that I'm not going to mention while we're still on the stream. So, have an alpha night, guys.
Goodbye, everyone.